What is going on, guys? Dave from Wake Up It's Football, bringing you guys another draft profile. Today it is Jace Amaro, the tight end out of Texas Tech. And remember, a lot of draft stock will shift and change in the following month, so keep that in mind. And shout out to Draft Breakdown for the highlights in this video. But let's get right into this one. Again, Jace Amaro, the tight end out of Texas Tech, 6'5", 260 pounds, some collegiate stats, 138 total receptions, 1,818 yards, 13 touchdowns, and a 13.2 yards per reception average. Now, let's get to a couple of his highlights and awards here real quick. He was a unanimous All-American in 2013, an All-Big 12 Conference first team in 2012 and 2013, NCAA Division I record holder for most receiving yards and yards per game by a tight end in a single season, CFPA National Tight End of the Year in 2013, Fred Biletnikoff Award semifinalist in 2013. He also played in the 2012 Meineke Car Care Bowl of Texas and 2013 Holiday Bowl. And a little bit of his past, USA Today High School All-American 2010. So he's got a lot of career highlights, a lot of career awards. Definitely a player you want to keep an eye on in this upcoming draft. Some pros and cons to Jace Amaro. First of all, he's a receiving tight end, not a guy who really lines up with his hands in the dirt and helps with the blocking side of things. But I'll get to his blocking in a second. When it comes to him being a receiving tight end, he lines up in the slot in that Y slot, and really works the middle of the field very well. If he goes on to the NFL and becomes successful, I also think he can be a solid red zone threat for his size, being 6'5" and 260 pounds. Now, he's definitely more of a possession type of tight end, not a big play type of guy. I don't think. Comparing him with Eric Ebron, I think Eric Ebron is going to be more of a tight end that has more of that big play potential. I think Jace Amaro is going to be more of that possession, working the middle of the field, lining up in the slot type of wide receiver. Now, hypothetically speaking here, if he does go to a team like New England, he would definitely be the number 2 tight end behind Rob Gronkowski. Definitely a great compliment to the position. He could work into that, 2 tight end sets that they have very well. Otherwise, he could be a number 1 tight end for a lot of teams who need a tight end. He's also a tight end who fights for yards after the catch. And now when it comes to his blocking as well, he loves to block. He's a very physical blocker, a willing blocker. And to me, I can't express this enough when it comes to helping your teammates out, especially with Jace Amaro being, a great blocker when it comes to blocking downfield. You need to be able to help your teammates out. When a running back is running sweep to the outside, when it's let's just say it's a wide receiver screen, Jace Amaro gets downfield, blocks, and he blocks well, and he creates lanes for his teammates to run through. He creates space by taking that defender out of the way and allowing the ball carrier to get through. That's something that you really need to pay attention to, and Jace Amaro, I believe, does that well. Now, cons, I don't think, again, this is going to work into his big play ability, but his speed. He's not going to be the fastest tight end, and not normally, our tight ends very fast to begin with. But, when it comes to the combine, pay attention to some of the 40 times ran by the tight ends. Eric Ebron, I think, might run a faster 40 than Jace Amaro will. I think Jace Amaro, when it comes to his top-end speed, nothing to, is really going to open up too many eyes. Now, big playability as well. I don't think he's going to be that tight end who's going to be like an Eric Ebron or a Jimmy Graham or a, or a Rob Gronkowski. And not to say Eric Ebron's going to be any of those guys either, but I don't think Jace Amaro will be. I don't think he's going to be that big play threat. He could be when it comes to the red zone, but he's going to be more of that possession, work the middle of the field, get 6, 7, 8 catches a game for about 70, 80 yards and maybe a touchdown. He'll be one of those guys. Also a con, his March 2012 arrest, he's going to get questions about that when it comes to the scouting process, asking questions from, or answering questions from GMs and scouts. What happened with that March 2012 arrest? Well, he was arrested for using a teammate's credit card. It was said that, he attempted to use the card to purchase alcohol at the age of 19 at a, at a bar and grill. And he did it without the owner's consent. So that stuff is a no-no. You can't be doing that kind of stuff. He got arrested for that. for using a fake ID to purchase the drinks as well. So that stuff will be definitely asked about when it comes to the evaluation process. Now, the draft projection that I have for him is 29 of 52. You might think those are funky numbers, but the 29 is because New England is drafting there. The 52 is because the Arizona Cardinals are drafting there. I think he's going to go anywhere in that range. He could go late first round, could go mid, up to mid second round. I already, gave my 2 cents about the Patriots and the scenario that would happen there. I think Seattle could be a possibility. Teams like Oakland, Atlanta, Tampa Bay, the Giants, Pittsburgh, the Jets, the Cardinals are all teams that could definitely look at a tight end. And if he's there in the second round, I really would not be surprised if any of those teams I have listed would take Jace Amaro. I want to know what you guys think. Throw your comments, questions, concerns down in the comments below. But that's my Jace Amaro draft profile, and that's all I got for you guys today. I'm out.